This is the book of Genesis, chapter 25, verse 25. And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. Shalom, shalom. Before I begin this lesson, all praise, honor, and glory goes to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles, bishop, and elders of Great Millstone that rule well. And peace and blessings be multiplied on all you brethren, pushing this word in all sincerity and in truth. To the hopeful elect, the 144,000, and the rest of the mixed multitude, men, women, and children, the Lord will have mercy on in these last days. Shalom. It's the brother Dama Gabar here with another lesson, Lord willing to edify through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right, and I started with Genesis 25 and 25, basically going into the red man, the Edomites, Esau, all right, who are the so-called white man today. But as we know through the spirit, so-called white man is a social construct, all right? There's no such biblical nationality as so-called white or black or yellow or Chinese or any people, whose nationality is based off of a color, all right? We know that the majority of people, are either, melanated people, and the only nation on this planet whose blood show forth through their skin, who are, melanatedly challenged, is Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. All right, and this is how we identify, your archetypical so-called Edomite is the so-called white man. Now we know, of course, that not all so-called people on this nation, people in the world who look like so-called white people, are not, they're not all the biblical Edomites. We know that, a lot of people, a lot of different nations have mingled their seeds amongst other nations. So you got a lot of people that may look like the so-called white man, but who lineage could go back to Elam, could go back to Moab, could go back to even Israel, and vice versa. You have a lot of melanated Edomites, a lot of so-called people of color whose lineage based off their father goes back to the so-called white man, but they may have laid down with one of the women of a more darker hue or a more melanated people, but that lineage and that ancestral line goes back to the biblical Edomites, all right? But in this case, we know that Esau is the red man, the man of sin, the son of perdition, all right? Because I was reading this article, and it shows you here, look, satanic Baphomet demon spotted in King Charles painting. All right, and we know that, and King Charles is an Edomite 100%. We know that these elites, the Rothschilds, the royal family, they know that their biblical lineage goes back to Esau, Edom. They know this for a fact, all right? This is why the Rothschilds changed their name from Bauer to Rothschild, which in German means red shield or red child, And look at this picture right here. It says, social media users examining King Charles' official portrait spotted satanic symbols they believe may have been intentionally inserted to represent the British throne allegiance to Satan. It says the unveiling of King Charles' first official portrait on Tuesday sparked a massive discussion about the artist's fiery red rendition. You see? Going back to what? Esau, Edom. And this is spiritual nuggets that Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is putting out there, so that the link for those of us who are spiritual enough to see can link it to Esau, Edom. Now, this portrait could have been any other color. It could have been white. It could have been blue. It could have been purple. It could have been more of a royal color. But he specifically wanted this painting to be red, representing the wicked, Esau, Edom, the son of perdition, the damn devil, man. All right. And like I said, these devils know who they truly are. They know their lineage goes back to the biblical Edomites. They're aware of that. They embrace it, and they are fully, in the spirit of moving of the spiritual demon Satan, because that's their God. That's who they pray to. That's who they swear their allegiance to, and that's who they worship and bow down to, and do all of their sacrifices and wickedness unto, is the spiritual demon Satan, Baphomet, all of these ancient pagan deities, all right? And I'm just going to get straight to the point. I don't have a lot of time. But let's show you this. It says, many on social media claim the painting contained more than meets the eye, pointing out when the image is mirrored, flipped upside down, and the distorted images are placed side by side, it produces a bizarre effect, revealing demonic shapes, including the appearance of a satanic Baphomet. And you better believe these things were done intentionally. They wasn't done on accident, all right? Because these people come in the spirit and the vibration of Satan, man. They're a bunch of wizards and You know, they're into witchcraft and sorcery. They don't worship the God of the Bible. They worship the ancient pagan gods of all these ancient civilizations. You know, they worship Baal. They worship Molech, and that's why these ancient deities and these ancient gods that they worship are littered throughout the American society and all over the world, man. All right, these ancient gods that they worship, they play a critical point, a critical role in the everyday life of every single citizen on this planet Earth, especially here in America. All right, all of this transgenderism, the rainbow flags, the hip hop music, the TV shows, abortion clinics, the medicine, the food, all these things, the behavior of the people, the things that these people worship, the ancient, the so-called holidays that you worship, they all go back to some form of Satanism, man. And it's all being pushed and, promoted by these elites behind the closed doors. You see? So it's no surprise that, if you look at these images, you see these different gods inside of the artwork of these particular people, man. And you got pictures of this guy, King Charles, hanging with they rub shoulder with the Rothschilds. They know about, they worship Aleister Crowley, the gods that Aleister Crowley worship. They know about the Masonic rituals and their god as being Lucifer. They hang out with that Abramovich chick, They go into all of these ancient pagan forms of worship, and they don't hide it anymore, man, to the point to where they literally put it in King Charles's picture, and it was done intentionally. So this guy Jim Corsetti says, I've seen other posts about this, so I tried it myself. Yes, it's real. Baphomet. Mirror one of the images and piece them together. Look closely. Then also flip that image upside down. Look closely. Then also piece together on opposite sides and look. See? And this is what you see. If you look close, you can see all the demonic images within this picture when you flip it and turn it and do what this guy is suggesting. You can see the legs, the torso. You can see the demonic demon face. You see? And you can even see the Bafi in there, man. You see? You can see it right there within this image, because these people are demonic, evil people, man. They don't worship the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man. They're heavily into idol worship and Satanism and all these things. Look at this one. All right. So it says, you see the Bafi there, then you go here. Look at that. You see it right there, right in your face. You see the two eyes, the nose, the mouth. You even see it above, down below. You see another image. And these are all satanic images, man. Let me get this precept real fast, man. All right. Let me get this real fast. Ephesians 6. Ephesians 6. Where is it? This is Ephesians chapter 6, verse 10. It says, finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and put on the whole armor. So like it. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. And here's the point. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. And this is exactly what this is, man. Spiritual wickedness in high places. All right. Showing you that these people literally invoke and worship they tap into the left-hand side, the spiritual demon Satan. And like I said, and when you look at the other images closely, if you have time, you see all other type of crazy images within these pictures, man. You see? Because these individuals are, this portrait was to symbolize his allegiance into these different demons and false gods that they worship, man. You see? Look at this, man. You can see the Bafi face when you put two of the pictures together and you turn them and you flip them. You see all type of wickedness, man. And it shows you that this is spiritual wickedness in high places. For them to be able to insert these images within that picture, it's pretty much a masterpiece, but on the left-hand side, man. And you can see all the satanic and all the ungodly images. And you can imagine, if you was a spiritual person, if you was to stand before this picture, it would give off mad, evil, left-handed, satanic type of vibrations, man. You see? And this is him basically giving homage into these demons that they worship. Look at that shit, man. You see? So This just shows you that, hey, these are not the people of the Most High, right? It says here, according to Encyclopedia Britannica, the Baphomet is an invented pagan or Gnostic idol or deity that the Templars were accused of worshiping, and that was later embraced by various occult and mystical writers. And that's what the royal family is all into. They're all a bunch of sorcerers and wizards and Satan worshippers, man, and demons, man. You see? And they invoke and they worship all the gods of the ancient pagan civilizations. So they never went anywhere. Those ancient gods are still being worshipped, and their and homage is still being paid to these satanic demonic forces even unto this day. And like I said, the majority of the American people, mainly you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and these average American people who don't have the full armor or the eye salve or the spirituality, in the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, are totally induced and are basically worshiping and, paying homage to these gods in one shape, form, or another, whether they want to realize it or not. You see, but we, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, we have on the whole armor, so we're not affected by these things. We're not no longer under the effect or the spell of the sorcery of this damn devil, man. We see things for what they truly are, and we follow after the true spirit and worship the true God of heaven and earth, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right, so it says Wisdom of Solomon 12:3, and this is why this man is going to be destroyed, because Esau is tapping into this shit just like ancient civilizations are. This is Wisdom of Solomon 12:1. For thy incorruptible spirit is in all things. Therefore chastenest thou them by little and little that offend, and warnest them by putting them in remembrance wherein they have offended, that leaving their wickedness they may believe on thee, O Lord. For it was thy will to destroy by the hands of our fathers both those old inhabitants of thy holy land, whom thou hatedest for doing the most odious works of witchcrafts and wicked sacrifices. That's what this is. You see, and all those ancient gods, the ancient Canaanites, the ancient Babylonians, Nimrod, all these ancient civilizations, the Greeks, the Romans, the gods that they worship, Esau still worship these same gods today. These same deities and false gods are still in full effect until this very day. And the Lord said he hated these nations for doing all of these most odious works of witchcraft. And it's going to show you the type of things that these devils are into. It says, also those merciless murderers of children and devourers of men's flesh and feast of blood, because this is ultimately what a lot of their pagan gods, part of worshiping them entails, is what? Child sacrifice, human sacrifice, drinking of blood, adrenochrome. Why do you think child sex trafficking is so crazy and so off the chain right now? Because a lot of these children that go missing are used for ritualistic purposes. Like I said, all of their, all of these so-called high holy days, NASA, CERN, the Grammys, the MTV Music Awards. These are all nothing more but rituals and satanic practices that are, being done in everyday life, man. And these devils are at the forefront of it, all right? And it says, also those merciless murderers of children and devourers of man's flesh, and the feast of blood, with their priests out of the midst of their idolatrous crew, and the parents that killed with their own hands, so destitute of help. You see? And that's what ultimately these devils are basically into. And this is what this portrait is. It's nothing more but Satanism and witchcraft and them paying homage into these satanic gods that they truly worship, man. You see? And this is Esau Edom, who was at the forefront of all of this wickedness, man. All right? Did I have any other precepts? I thought I had another one. Yeah, you see? I thought I had another one. Oh, let me get this one. Yep, this is Daniel's 8:25. And through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand. And he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand. You see? And this is part of that craft that he allows to prosper, amongst many other forms of witchcraft that this man is involved in, man. Each and every day, craft and Satanism is prospering here, in this society. And the word is salah, It says what is it? It says to make prosperous, bring to show or experience prosperity or prosper. They didn't really give me a good definition. Did I get the right word? Do his policy. Oh no, Salaki, I read the wrong definition. The word is marima. It says deceit or treachery. It says in the sense of deceiving, deceitfully, craft, subtlety. You see, and this is subtle witchcraft. It's demonic. It's demonic images and Satanism and craft hidden within a normal portrait. If you were to just look at it at face value, but like these guys said, when you invert it and you put the picture side by side and you mirror it, then you see the craft. Then you see the sorcery and the witchcraft, man. And it's like this with everything. You go to the Vatican, there's all type of sorcery and witchcraft and demonic vibrations being at the forefront of that whole society, man. And this image is nothing but craft, man, and witchcraft and a homage to Satan, which is blatantly being seen and was painted as a form of sorcery and witchcraft, man. So hey, we see the the man of sin, the red man, Esau Edom, is still alive and kicking today, and he's soon to be destroyed and to be judged and to be taken out of the earth, man. So with this, all right, I'm outside of my son's school, I'm about to pick him up. So Lord willing, this was edifying. Lord willing, you brothers see this, you brothers catch wind of this, brothers do videos on it as well, and to further expose these damn devils. But hey, man, hey, like scriptures say, hey, we're dealing with, spiritual wickedness in high places, man. And this wickedness is everywhere that you look, man. All right, the 666, the vibration of Satanism, the vibration of the left hand is in everything, and then it's all around us, man. So stay girded with the armor. Hey, keep fighting, keep the faith, and hey, continue to pray that Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai make a speedy riddance of this devil. So with that, shalom.